Hello, welcome to the New London County Eldercare channel. We're here today with Sharon Heddle, who is from Disabilities Network of Eastern Connecticut. Good morning, Sharon. How are you?
Good morning. I'm good.
It's nice to have you here with us.
Thank you.
Let's do a little bit of information about Disabilities Network. If you wouldn't mind explaining exactly what that is, that would be great.
Okay. I am going to be referring to my notes.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we're one of the 5 centers for independent living in the state of Connecticut, and our region is the Eastern region. And we're a nonprofit agency, and we help people with disabilities to live an independent life, or as independently as they choose to live in the community of their choice.
Do you have specific disabilities that you deal with?
No, we work with all disabilities and all age groups, all income levels.
Okay, so there's no requirements to be a part of Disabilities Network?
Just that you have a disability.
Okay, awesome. Where's your location?
We are in the Norwich Industrial Park and share the same building with Senior Resources, Alzheimer's Association, and Chris Radio.
Oh, okay, great. We've already covered what the services are that you offer.
Well, we offer a lot of services.
Okay, can you explain
So let me go
us?
through them. All of the Centers for Independent Living offer the same core services. So the first one is information and referral, and we help you make informed choices about housing, transportation. We find you the referrals to a place like transportation, or help you with your federal and state benefits, filling out the paperwork, or getting the paperwork to you, however you want to work that out. We do independent living skills training. We don't actually do the training. We find someone who can help you learn what it is you need to learn, what you're struggling with, if it's budgeting or cooking or housekeeping, that kind of thing. Peer support, so that's a very wide range of either referrals or support that we have in-house. It could be just working one-on-one with one of us who might have a similar disability or have a loved one that does and understands it. It could be a referral to the senior center in your area or other support groups. One that we have in-house is our Deaf Focus support group, and they've had that for many, many years. And they usually have a speaker come in who does some type of a presentation. Some recently were someone that came in and talked about the Democrats and Republicans and the differences and similarities so that people could make an informed decision when voting. We had a coupon lady come in and explain how to use coupons in the stores and how to get discounts. We also had someone come in and talk about the challenges faced by people who are deaf and aging. So those are just some of them. We provide advocacy, so we will help advocate for you to get your point of view across. And that could be with benefits or Social Security, pretty much anything. Housing authorities, maybe.
Do you do most of this in-house, or do you go to the prospective clients' homes?
Both. If a person can get to us, it's much easier. If they can't, then we do our best to get to them or to meet them somewhere in the middle. Sometimes we meet people at a Dunkin' Donuts or the library, their house, or their kind of go wherever we need to. But we move along a little quicker.
Okay.
We have everything, and we can usually see a person quicker for an appointment, and everything is by appointment.
Okay.
So we're dedicated to you during that appointment time. We're not being pulled in other directions.
And I hear you've just been promoted to Executive Director for Disabilities Network.
I was in September. Yep.
Kathy Ferry was, and how long was she there for?
I think it was 10 years. Quite some time. She had quite a lengthy history in the nonprofit world. I'm trying. I'm trying. She's always just a phone call away when I need some help.
Very good.
Some advice. One of our, let me go back one. I missed one of our core services.
Sure.
And it's our transition services. And it's important that I get all of the core services in. That's why I want to go back to it, because we do all offer the same core services. And transition services helps you, we support you while you're transitioning from one situation to another. It could be a living situation, it could be school, it could be a job. We'll just help you make as seamless of a transition as you can. And one of our newer programs is we have a certified aging in place specialist who will work with you to figure out what you need in your home to remain in your home as you age. This was a certification by the National Home Builders Association and pretty extensive training. So the person would come in and go through your home with you or with your loved ones, maybe your children, and figure out how you can remain in your home. Everything doesn't require big home modifications or construction. There's a lot of changes that can be made that are cost effective and simple. And some of those could just be handrails in the hallway of your home, task lighting, flashing smoke detectors, things that will make it so that you're safe is really what it comes down to.
I think it's great that the Home Builders Association is getting on board with this, and really, when they're building, they're taking all of that into consideration.
They're really taking it seriously. There's not a big price difference when you're building a home from scratch. If you're going to make it accessible, it's going to cost the same. So they're really trying.
I'm sure just widening the doorways is a huge thing.
Oh yes, widening the hallways, the doorways, having lever handles, lower counters in some areas with the big kitchen islands that everybody seems to want. Just having one side lower that makes it where a wheelchair could pull up and comfortably eat there if that was the situation. So yeah, there's a lot of things.
Oh, that's great. I'm glad that they're doing those kinds of things for the people with disabilities. The next question is, are there any mistakes you have seen people make when choosing services?
The mistakes that we see people make quite often are when they get a letter, maybe from DSS or Social Security as good examples. They don't give it the immediate attention that it needs because maybe they don't understand what it's all about. And who does? You might get the same letter 4 or 5 times within 2 days, and it does get confusing. And people don't take it as seriously as they should and don't ask for help, and before you know it, benefits have been cut off.
Because their time frame to answer the letter.
They are, and they just push it aside. And if they would just call us and make an appointment to come in, we'd be happy to go over the letter with them and make sure they understand so they don't lose their benefits. Another one is if someone applies for disability, it's common that the first time they might get denied and they need to file an appeal. A lot of people are very quick to jump to an attorney and pay an attorney for that very first appeal process, and it's not always necessary. And if you can just slow down and talk to someone that can help you through, maybe you won't be spending so much money. So it's a matter of just getting more information, which is what we can help with.
Okay. How can people reach out to you and get more information? Do you have hours that you're available on a constant basis? I know.
No.
Okay.
Our hours fluctuate because we're in the office some days and out with consumers other days at their homes. So we're kind of varied. We're a limited staff. Person can call, and if we're not there, just leave us a message. We will get back to you. Sometimes it takes a couple of days, just because there's not someone in the office every day. So, but we will get back to you. So that's the best way. You can look us up online at DNEC.org. You can check out our Facebook page.
Okay.
So there's ways.
Do you triage your calls as they come in a little bit so that the more important, stressing issues like a timeline for a form is coming upon us as opposed to someone that maybe has something that's not that it's not important, but
we do. We feel, yeah, you're right. They are all equally important. If someone has something that's an emergency, we will juggle our schedules around to try and get them in as quickly as possible. There's been times that I've actually had to have someone scan and email me a letter that they've received because I don't have time to get to their house and they have no way to get to me. And that way I can fit it into the day where I can read it and call them back and tell them what to do, what it says, and explain it.
Okay. So technology is definitely something that we can work with to get information to you
Absolutely.
and then get information back to them in a timely manner. That's
Yes.
great.
Yes.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining me this morning.
Thank you.
Do you have any other things that you'd like to tell us a little bit about, or
No, I think you've hit on all of it.
do you have a phone number that we can reach you at?
Sure. 860-823-1898.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Sharon, for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. This is our conclusion of the session for Disabilities Network of Eastern Connecticut, and we look forward to the next time that we get together with some new updates.